98.9% of you are not subscribed. Enter and subscribe because of the amount of 1,000 subscribers I will post a very special video for you. First contact on the planet. Zephora, deep within the Zephyrin galaxy, a vibrant society of intelligent beings thrived. Zephyrins were distinguished by their luminescent skin that shimmered in shades of teal and azure, their large, expressive eyes, and an innate ability to manipulate electromagnetic fields. The Zephyran capital city, Luminara, was a bustling metropolis of crystalline structures and floating platforms, illuminated by the natural glow of its inhabitants. Among the residents of Luminara was a young Zephyrin girl named Leora. Her curiosity about the universe was insatiable, and she often found herself daydreaming about the stars beyond Zephora. Leora spent her days at the Central Observatory, where she studied the myriad of celestial phenomena captured by the Zephyrin telescopes. It was here that her life would change forever. One quiet evening, as Leora was scanning the sectors of the galaxy, her telescope picked up an unusual signal from a distant star system. Intrigued, she zoomed in and focused on the source. What she saw was unlike anything she had ever encountered, a blue planet teeming with life and activity. Fascinated, she delved deeper into the data and discovered that the planet was called Earth, inhabited by a species known as humans. Humans were a curious sight to Leora. They lacked the luminescence of Zephorans and the ability to manipulate electromagnetic fields, but they possessed an array of unique attributes. They were diverse in appearance, with varying skin tones, hair colors, and eye shapes. What captivated Leora the most were the Earth broadcasts that her telescope intercepted, scenes of daily life, culture, music, and interaction among humans. One day, as Leora was observing a live feed from Earth, her focus landed on a group of young human boys playing in a park. Their laughter, energy, and camaraderie struck a chord with her. She felt a strange, compelling urge to experience this world firsthand, to understand the joy and freedom she saw in those boys. Without a second thought, Leora made a decision that would forever alter the course of her life. She would travel to Earth. Leora spent the next few days preparing for her journey. She packed a small bag with essential items, including a translator device, a Zephyrin energy crystal, and a holographic map of the galaxy. She also took a pendant given to her by her mentor, a symbol of her home and a reminder of her heritage. Her departure was met with mixed emotions from her family and friends. While they were concerned for her safety, they understood her passion for discovery and exploration. Her mentor, Elder Zirin, gave her a warm embrace and whispered words of encouragement. "Remember, Leora, the universe is vast and full of wonders. Follow your heart, and you will find your path." With a final farewell, Leora boarded her personal spacecraft, the Seraphina, a sleek vessel designed for long-distance travel. The ship's navigation system was set to Earth's coordinates, and as the engines roared to life, Leora felt a surge of excitement and anticipation. The journey through space was both exhilarating and daunting. Leora marveled at the beauty of the galaxies she passed, each one a tapestry of stars and cosmic phenomena. She navigated through asteroid fields, evaded gravitational anomalies, and witnessed the birth of new stars. As the days turned into weeks, her anticipation grew. She spent her time learning more about Earth's customs, languages, and geography, ensuring she would be prepared for her arrival. Finally, after a journey that felt like an eternity, the Seraphina entered Earth's solar system. The blue planet loomed ahead, a vibrant orb of greens, blues, and whites. Leora's heart raced as she initiated the landing sequence. Her ship descended through the atmosphere, the clouds parting to reveal a sprawling landscape below. Leora chose a secluded area in a dense forest to land, away from the prying eyes of humans. As the ship touched down gently, she took a deep breath and activated the ship's cloaking device to ensure it remained hidden. She stepped out onto the soft earth soil, feeling the strange but pleasant sensation beneath her feet. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds and rustling leaves. Leora's luminescent skin dimmed slightly to blend in with her surroundings, and she adjusted the translator device on her wrist. She took her first steps into the unknown, her senses heightened by the new environment. As Leora made her way through the forest, she encountered a small clearing with a path leading to a nearby village. The sight of human dwellings intrigued her, and she decided to venture closer. She used her electromagnetic abilities to mask her presence, moving silently among the trees. When she reached the edge of the village, Leora observed the humans going about their daily lives. Children played in the streets, vendors sold their goods, and families gathered for meals. The sense of community and warmth reminded her of Luminara, yet everything was so different, so uniquely Earth. Leora's attention was drawn to a group of boys, the same one she had seen through her telescope. They were playing a game with a ball, their laughter echoing through the village. She watched them, mesmerized by their energy and joy. She longed to join them, to experience their world not just as an observer, but as a participant. Summoning her courage, Leora stepped out of the shadows and approached the boys. Her heart pounded as she wondered how they would react to her appearance. As she got closer, one of the boys noticed her and stopped, his eyes widening in surprise. "Who are you?" he asked, his voice a mix of curiosity and caution. Leora activated her translator device and spoke, her voice soft but clear. "My name is Leora. I come from a place far beyond the stars." The boys exchanged glances, their initial shock giving way to fascination. Another boy stepped forward, extending his hand. "I'm Max. Welcome to Earth, Leora." Leora smiled, feeling a sense of acceptance and excitement. She reached out and shook Max's hand, a gesture she had seen humans perform countless times. "Thank you, Max. I've traveled a long way to be here. I want to learn about your world and share mine with you." The boys quickly warmed up to Leora, their natural curiosity overcoming any initial apprehension. They introduced themselves, Max, Ethan, Liam, and Jack, and invited her to join their game. Leora accepted eagerly, her luminescent skin glowing with happiness. As the day turned into evening, Leora found herself immersed in the human experience. She learned the rules of their games, shared stories of Zyphora, and marveled at the simple pleasures of Earth. The boys were fascinated by her tales of electromagnetic manipulation and the shimmering cities of her home planet. Max's family invited Leora to stay with them, offering her a place to rest and food to eat. She gratefully accepted, touched by their hospitality. As she settled into her new surroundings, Leora felt a profound sense of belonging. She had embarked on a journey to explore a distant world, and in doing so, had found a new family and a new home. Leora's presence in the village soon became a topic of interest and wonder. She formed bonds with the villagers, sharing her knowledge and learning from them in return. Her abilities to manipulate electromagnetic fields proved useful, and she used them to help with various tasks, earning the respect and admiration of her new friends. As the months passed, Leora's connection with the village deepened. She discovered the beauty of Earth's changing seasons, the joy of its traditions, and the warmth of its people. She also continued her studies, eager to understand more about human culture and technology. One evening, as Leora and Max sat under a starlit sky, she looked up at the stars and felt a sense of fulfillment. Her journey had brought her to a place where she was no longer just an observer, but a participant in a vibrant, interconnected world. She realized that while she had left Zyphora in search of adventure, she had found something far more precious: friendship, love, and a new sense of purpose. "I used to look at the stars and wonder what was out there," Leora said softly, her eyes reflecting the twinkling lights above. "Now I look at them and feel connected to something greater." "Thank you, Max, for showing me the beauty of your world." Max smiled and took her hand. "And thank you, Leora, for sharing yours with us. Together, we're creating something incredible." As they sat together, Leora knew that her journey was just beginning. With her new friends by her side and the boundless universe above, she embraced the future with an open heart and an adventurous spirit. The stars had guided her to Earth, and now they would guide her to whatever came next. Leora's story was one of discovery, connection, and the limitless potential of exploring new horizons. Her journey had brought two worlds together, proving that no matter how vast the universe, The bonds of friendship and understanding could bridge any distance. And so, under the endless sky, Leora and her friends looked forward to the adventures that awaited them, united by the stars and the promise of endless possibilities. Adapting to Earth, Leora's integration into the village continued smoothly, thanks to her open-minded nature and genuine curiosity about human life. Each day brought new discoveries and challenges, but with each one, Leora felt more at home. Her initial weeks on Earth were spent learning the basics, understanding human customs, language nuances, and the intricacies of their daily routines. She quickly adapted to the rhythm of village life, from helping Max's mother in the kitchen to exploring the local markets with her new friends. One morning, as Leora was practicing writing in English with Max, a commotion outside drew their attention. The villagers were gathering around a large notice board where the town's mayor, Mr. Thompson, was pinning up an announcement. Leora and Max joined the crowd, curious about the news. Mr. Thompson, a tall man with a warm smile and a commanding presence, addressed the villagers. "Good morning, everyone. I'm pleased to announce that we'll be holding the annual summer festival in 2 weeks. This year we'll have new activities and special performances. Let's make it a memorable event." The crowd buzzed with excitement. The summer festival was a much-anticipated tradition in the village, a time for celebration, community, and showcasing talents. Leora could see the enthusiasm on everyone's faces and felt a surge of anticipation herself. As the crowd dispersed, Max turned to Leora with a grin. "You have to participate in the festival, Leora. It's a perfect opportunity for you to share something from Zephora." Leora's eyes sparkled at the idea. "What do you think I should do?" Max thought for a moment. "How about a demonstration of your electromagnetic abilities? I bet everyone would love to see that." Leora nodded eagerly. "That sounds wonderful. I'll need to practice and prepare something special." Over the next 2 weeks, Leora dedicated herself to preparing for the festival. She designed a captivating performance that combined her electromagnetic abilities with elements of Zephyran culture. She created shimmering light displays, manipulated metallic objects with precision, and even crafted an ethereal melody by altering electromagnetic frequencies. Max and his friends helped her practice and refine the performance. They were fascinated by her abilities and provided valuable feedback. Meanwhile, Leora also participated in other festival preparations, helping with decorations, setting up booths, and learning more about the village's traditions. The day of the festival arrived, and the village square was transformed into a vibrant carnival of colors, sounds, and activities. Stalls lined the streets, offering homemade crafts, delicious food, and games for all ages. A large stage was set up in the center, where various performances would take place. Leora felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as she prepared backstage. She wore a traditional Zephyran outfit, a flowing garment made of shimmering fabric that complemented her luminescent skin. Max, Ethan, Liam, and Jack were there to support her, offering words of encouragement. "You've got this, Leora," Max said with a reassuring smile. "Everyone's going to be amazed." As the sun set and the sky turned a deep shade of indigo, the festival's main events began. The stage was illuminated by colorful lights, and the crowd gathered in anticipation. Mr. Thompson stepped up to the microphone to introduce the performances. "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you tonight," he announced. "Our very own Leora will be sharing a unique demonstration of her talents. Please give her a warm welcome." The audience erupted in applause as Leora took the stage. She took a deep breath, feeling the supportive energy of the crowd, and began her performance. She started with a series of gentle light displays, manipulating electromagnetic fields to create patterns of glowing orbs that danced in the air. The audience watched in awe as the lights moved in harmony with the music she generated by modulating electromagnetic frequencies. The melody was otherworldly, resonating with a beauty that captivated everyone. Next, Leora demonstrated her control over metallic objects, levitating them and guiding them through intricate maneuvers. She crafted a scene that told a story of Zephyran history, using the objects to depict legendary events and figures from her home planet. The audience was mesmerized, their eyes wide with wonder. For the grand finale, Leora combined all elements of her performance into a breathtaking display. The stage was bathed in a symphony of lights and sounds, creating an immersive experience that transported the audience to another world. As she concluded her performance, the lights faded gently, leaving a serene, glowing aura around her. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause, cheers, and whistles. Leora felt a rush of joy and relief, overwhelmed by the positive reception. She bowed gracefully, her heart swelling with pride and gratitude. Max and his friends rushed to the stage to congratulate her. "That was incredible, Leora," Max exclaimed, hugging her tightly. "You've shown everyone the beauty of Zephora." The rest of the evening was filled with celebrations, music, and laughter. Leora felt a deep sense of connection with the villagers, who now saw her not just as an alien visitor, but as a valued member of their community. She spent the night dancing, sharing stories, and making memories with her new friends. As the festival drew to a close, Leora found a quiet moment to reflect. She stood at the edge of the village, looking up at the stars that had guided her to Earth. She felt a sense of fulfillment and belonging, knowing that she had found a new home and a place where she could truly be herself. The days that followed were filled with new opportunities and experiences. Leora continued to explore Earth, learning more about its diverse cultures and forging deeper connections with the people around her. She also shared her knowledge of Zephoran technology, helping the village improve various aspects of their daily lives. One afternoon, as Leora and Max were walking through the forest, they stumbled upon an old, overgrown path. Curiosity piqued. They decided to follow it, wondering where it might lead. The path wound through the trees, eventually opening up to a hidden glade with a sparkling stream and ancient stone structures. "This place is beautiful," Leora said, her eyes wide with wonder. "It feels so peaceful." Max nodded, a thoughtful expression on his face. "I've never seen this place before. It's like a hidden treasure." As they explored the glade, they discovered carvings on the stone structures, depicting scenes of ancient human history and mythology. Leora felt a deep sense of connection to this place, as if it held secrets waiting to be uncovered. They spent hours in the glade, uncovering more carvings and speculating about the history of the site. Leora used her abilities to carefully remove overgrowth and reveal more details. They found symbols and patterns that suggested the site had been a place of significance for the ancient inhabitants of the region. "We should tell Mr. Thompson about this place," Max suggested. "He'd know more about its history." Leora agreed, eager to learn more. They made their way back to the village, sharing their discovery with the mayor and the villagers. Mr. Thompson was intrigued and organized an expedition to study the site further. Over the following weeks, archaeologists and historians visited the glade, uncovering more about its history and significance. The village took pride in the newfound knowledge, and Leora felt a sense of accomplishment in contributing to the discovery. The bond between Leora and the villagers grew stronger with each passing day. She became a bridge between two worlds, sharing the wisdom and beauty of Zephora, while embracing the warmth and traditions of Earth. Her journey of exploration had transformed into a journey of connection and understanding, enriching the lives of everyone she met. Leora's story spread beyond the village, capturing the imagination of people far and wide. Her presence became a symbol of unity and the limitless possibilities of cross-cultural exchange. She received invitations to visit other towns and cities, to share her experiences and talents with a broader audience. As Leora stood on the brink of new adventures, she knew that her journey was far from over. With her friends by her side and the stars above to guide her, she was ready to embrace whatever the universe had in store. The bonds she had forged, the knowledge she had shared, and the love she had found would light her path forward, reminding her that home was not just a place, but a feeling of belonging and connection. And so, under the watchful gaze of the stars, Leora continued her journey, a beacon of hope and unity in a vast and wondrous universe, a new dawn. Leora's presence had become a cherished part of village life. Her story of bridging two worlds inspired many, and her influence spread far beyond the small village where she had landed. Invitations to speak and share her experiences poured in from across the region, and Leora graciously accepted each one, eager to connect with more people and cultures. The village buzzed with excitement as preparations for a grand gathering began. Representatives from neighboring towns, cities, and even distant lands were arriving to meet Leora and learn from her. The event was dubbed the Festival of Unity, symbolizing the growing bond between Earth and Zephora. On the morning of the festival, the village square was transformed into a vibrant tapestry of colors, sounds, and aromas. Stalls lined the streets, showcasing crafts and foods from different cultures. A large stage was set up in the center, where performances and speeches would take place. Leora stood backstage, her heart racing with anticipation. She wore a dress made from a blend of earth fabrics and Zephyrin materials, a symbol of the fusion between her two homes. Max, Ethan, Liam, and Jack were with her, offering words of encouragement and support. "You've brought us all together, Leora," Max said, his voice filled with pride. "This festival wouldn't have been possible without you." Leora smiled, feeling a warmth in her chest. "Thank you, Max. But it's all of us working together that made this happen. I couldn't have done it without you and everyone in the village." Mr. Thompson took the stage, his voice amplified by the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, friends from near and far, welcome to the Festival of Unity. Today we celebrate the connections we've made and the endless possibilities of our shared future. Please join me in welcoming our guest of honor, Leora." The crowd erupted in applause as Leora stepped onto the stage. She took a deep breath, feeling the energy of the audience, and began her speech. "Thank you all for being here today. When I first arrived on Earth, I was a stranger in a new world, filled with curiosity and a longing to understand. I found a home here, not just in the physical sense, but in the hearts of the people I met. You welcomed me with open arms, and for that, I am forever grateful." She paused, letting her words sink in. "This festival is a testament to the power of unity and the beauty of our differences. It's a celebration of the connections we've forged and the limitless potential we have when we work together. Let this be a reminder that no matter where we come from, we all share a common bond as inhabitants of this vast universe." As Leora finished her speech, the crowd burst into applause and cheers. She felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that her message had resonated with so many. The rest of the day was filled with performances, workshops, and shared meals. Leora participated in various activities, from demonstrating her electromagnetic abilities to learning traditional dances from different cultures. The festival was a joyous celebration of diversity and togetherness. As evening fell, the village square was illuminated by lanterns and fairy lights. The air was filled with laughter, music, and the scent of delicious food. Leora stood with Max and her friends, watching as fireworks lit up the night sky in a dazzling display. "This is amazing," Leora said, her eyes reflecting the vibrant colors above. "I've never seen anything like it." Max smiled, his gaze fixed on the fireworks. "It's our way of celebrating special occasions, and today is definitely special." Leora felt a sense of peace and contentment. She had come to Earth seeking adventure and discovery, and she had found so much more. The bonds she had formed, the knowledge she had shared, and the experiences she had gained had enriched her life beyond measure. As the last fireworks faded, Leora turned to her friends. "Thank you for everything. You've shown me the beauty of your world and made me feel like I belong." Liam grinned. "You're one of us now, Leora. This is your home too." Tears welled up in Leora's eyes as she embraced her friends. She looked up at the stars, feeling a deep connection to the universe and to the people who had welcomed her into their lives. In the days that followed, Leora continued to travel and share her experiences, always returning to the village that had become her home. Her story spread far and wide, inspiring others to embrace the unknown and seek connections beyond their own worlds. Years passed, and Leora's influence grew. She became a symbol of unity and understanding, a living testament to the power of bridging cultures and exploring new horizons. Her journey had started with a single step into the unknown, but it had blossomed into a legacy that touched countless lives. As she looked back on her journey, Leora knew that her adventure was far from over. With each new day, she embraced the possibilities that lay ahead, guided by the stars and the bonds she had forged. Her heart was filled with gratitude and hope, knowing that the universe was vast and full of wonders waiting to be discovered. And so, under the endless sky, Leora continued her journey, a beacon of light and unity in a world bound by the shared dreams of its inhabitants. The future was bright, and together, they would create a new dawn of exploration, understanding, and endless possibilities.